What's going on, everybody? Today I'm excited to bring you another video about achieving your true potential. And today I wanted to talk about really why I created the entire True Potential Planner in the first place. Before I talk about that though, I just want to address my shirt. You've probably seen every day I have the same shirt on. All this stuff that I'm working on is while I have my full-time job still. And so right now it's before 8 o'clock, so I'm working on, getting my message out there. And this is the kind of stuff I've been doing before work and after work for 3 years now. And so that, I still haven't, if you listen to any of my previous videos, I'm working on a Kickstarter, which is going to release in October. It is currently August, so in about 2 months, I'm going to release this Kickstarter and hopefully it'll become my main business instead of just my side business at that point. And so this is where I work, and that's why I have this shirt on every single day, because I publish my videos in the morning before I go to work. And so yeah, I wanted to mainly talk about why I created the True Potential Planner. And when I got started on this self-development journey about 3 years ago, what happened was I was at a very low point in my life. Like, I had no clue what I wanted to do with my life. And so I purchased a program online, basically, is the long and short of it. It just happened to be the perfect timing for me to see the ads for this program, so I purchased it, and it really started my whole world into self-development. I was looking to become more, but I didn't really know how. And this program was the start of that. It kind of was just like the springboard that really took me to the next level on my self-development journey. And so the main thing that it did, I think the best thing, was it showed me the three aspects that I realized that all self-development's about. And I would say the strongest suit of this program was crafting a vision for yourself. It really showed you how to craft a very clear vision for yourself so that you could see it crystal clear in your head and then work towards achieving it. And I will give this program a lot of credit because it did have mindset work, and I think that's so extremely important that not a lot of programs have. But it was very lacking in the mindset department, and also in the daily planning for execution department. There was not really any structure to what you're supposed to do every day. It's just basically, you know, figure it out for yourself. And so what happened for me was I wanted to this program kind of became my base. It's really good for crafting a vision for yourself. Oh, and if you haven't heard me talk about it before in any of my previous videos, but I believe the three components of achieving a successful life are: number one is you have to craft a vision for yourself. So you craft a very compelling vision for yourself up here, and you're down here. If you craft a vision for yourself that's so compelling, it will pull you up to it like a magnet. And then number two is upgrading your mindset. So you have to, in order to get yourself from here to here, you have to work on building your mindset. You're not just going to be able to get there from hard work and discipline alone. You're going to have to upgrade your mindset, and you have to build your mindset. It's not something that you just happens to you. And then number three is you need a daily plan for execution. So you create your mind, you elevate your mindset to this level, but your actual level is still down here. So basically, you're just deceiving yourself for a short amount of time until you do the work necessary to bring you up to that mindset. You're just deluding yourself pretty much. And so you need to be able to execute daily on your mindset and your vision. And so that's where the magic happens, but it's all because of the other two things: your vision and your mindset. We see people execute on things and it looks like that is the only thing that they're doing, but that's just kind of the tip of the iceberg. And so, like I was saying, the main point of this program, or the strength of this program, was crafting your vision. And so it kind of left me to figure out for myself, and this, it's not like I figured this out overnight, but it took me 2 years to figure this stuff out, is that once I had my vision crafted, I still needed to be able to upgrade my mindset in order to achieve it. And I needed a daily plan for execution that would move me each day closer towards my vision. And what happens to people a lot of times is they get lost in the day-to-day stuff, and you kind of get in a circular loop. But each day, like, your vision's up here, once you are able to craft a strong vision, each day you slowly move up. And it takes a long, 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 long time. Don't think that you're going to accomplish this overnight. You slowly move up, work your way towards your vision. And the key to being able to do that is to be able to see your vision so clearly in your head, and then have a plan every single day for executing on that vision. And it's much easier said than done. And when I was trying to do this process, I was trying to figure out how I would be able to execute on my vision. And there's really two components of that day to day for me. And well, I guess three you could say is motivation and discipline. I'm going to categorize those as two separate things: motivation, discipline, and just planning. Like it was Peter Drucker who said, success in businesses is just getting the right things done. That's exactly right. You have to be able to figure out what the right things are, which is a big part of the game, and then being able to get those things done. And so that's what I figured out that I needed to be doing with day to day. And that program didn't provide any of that, so I had to kind of figure that out on my own. So I started in Excel and I built myself, a day to day planner. And the first thing I did was buy a whole bunch of planners, and none of them really were what I was looking for. What I wanted was something you could open up, and on just 2 pages you could see, like on 2 pages everything would be there. So you would have, your vision, what you're working towards. You would have daily habit tracking to make sure, like a checklist to make sure you get all your most important stuff for the day. It would have tracking for your biggest goals, make sure you're actually moving towards your goals every time, and like a daily plan for execution. So you need to be able to set priority tasks for the day, motivate yourself within that same area to achieve those goals, and some areas to reflect on, if you didn't hit your goals, what happened? Like, why didn't you achieve those goals? And I couldn't find anything. A lot of these planners sometimes will incorporate different aspects of these things. I wanted to be able to open up the planner and see everything just on 2 pages. I really didn't like flipping around, between all the different pages. Like, oh, where was my long-term plan? Oh, here it is. Oh, where was my goal breakdowns? Oh, here it is. And where's my journaling part? Oh, here it is. And I didn't like flipping around between all the pages, and I didn't like having everything kind of scattered about. It was really confusing for me. So I just wanted something very logical, like you go down this page, boom, 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 boom. Then you go down this page, boom, 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 boom. And that's all you need to do for the day. And then if you just read those 2 pages for the day, you will know that you have, like, basically the planner just focuses you in a way where you read it, and it distills your vision down into just 3 priority tasks you need to do today, and gives you the motivation and discipline that you need to be able to do it. And so that's pretty much the concept of what the True Potential Planner does. And so it's just like when people set goals, they think the hardest thing is just going to be like setting the goals and then going about it and achieving them. But it's really so much deeper than that. And that's why people give up so often, is because when you see marketers and influencers on social media and from businesses, marketing to you, they tell you everything's going to be so quick and easy that it's not going to be difficult to achieve these things. But in reality, it is very difficult and takes a long time. And also, what makes a good news story is when people interview people about what things they have achieved. It always seems as if like everything was like an overnight success, basically. And the problem with that is that they put in a lot of work behind the scenes. Normally years and years of hard work, and you can't really see any of that. So when somebody takes an action and becomes successful, all you see is the tip of the iceberg, like this, but the whole iceberg is still below the water. And all of that is, the 3 things that I've been talking about is their mindset, their vision, and their execution, their daily execution for years on end, not just that one decision they made that was the tip of the iceberg that everybody sees. And that's why all of this stuff is so important, is because if you don't work on the foundation, what's below the tip of the iceberg, you're never going to be able to get to the point where you can even have the decision you need to make, which is the iceberg. Like all that stuff is the foundation. It's like trying to build a building with a bad foundation. You can build a building on a bad foundation, but how long is it going to last? You want to build a building that's going to last your entire lifetime, not just for a year or a couple months. And so what the true potential planner does is it crafts a vision. It does all it basically is your guide to doing all three of these things. So it crafts a vision for you, and it then incorporates that vision into the planner. So you read that vision every single day and think about, making it crystal clear, like how am I going to get there? And then so it gives you step by step what you need to do in order to be able to achieve that vision. And then for your mindset, you slowly work on your mindset every single day. You build your mindset by reading the Transformation Notebook, which I've talked about in a previous video a little bit. I'll make another video just dedicated specifically to that because it's so important. But you work on your mindset every single day so that you can have the ability to be able to execute on your goals. Because if you have goals and you're not able to execute on them, well, it's just your mindset. You need to get your mindset straight first. And then the true potential planner itself is kind of the tip of the iceberg. It brings all of these principles together and you put them down on paper. And so the goal of the true potential planner is essentially to get you just to take the goal of the true potential planner is to get you to accomplish your 3 priority tasks. And that's it. You want to get these 3 priority tasks done every single day. And if you can do that, those priority tasks will be moving you closer to your vision because the true potential planner kind of funnels it down into that. And so that's all you need to do to achieve success. So once you are able to execute on your 3 priority tasks each and every day, the only thing that can separate you from your vision is time. That's it. So you just have to be patient pretty much. And like if you're doing all the right stuff to achieve your goal and you are seeing results, you just have to be patient. And if you're not seeing results, it's in one of these 3 areas that you need to tweak it. And if you are wondering what I'm talking about, go back and watch my last video. It's about the scientific method of success, where each thing you tweak. You're just continually tweaking each one of these 3 aspects. So either your vision is not true for you, or there's something wrong in your vision that doesn't really resonate with you, so tweak it. And then your mindset is normally the biggest area where you have a lot of tweaking to do. If you're not taking action on something, it's because something in your mind is blocking you. So you need to be able to clearly identify what that thing is and how you're going to get it out of there. And that's what the Transformation Notebook is designed to do. So it'll help you figure out what's going wrong in your brain when you try to execute, and it will help you chip away at that limiting belief. And then you also need a daily plan for execution. So sometimes, the true potential planner itself doesn't have you monitor your day-to-day stuff. So this is kind of confusing to explain, but sometimes your schedule is wrong and you need to put something earlier in the day or later in the day. Like you have to know yourself well enough to schedule things in the right areas of your day. So sometimes that's a problem too. But for your day-to-day execution, if you use the True Potential Planner, it will give you the motivation and discipline necessary in order to be able to execute on those goals. And so once you can execute on your goals, like I said, you just have to be patient. Sometimes it'll take, a couple months if you're lucky to achieve your goal, if you don't have too big of a goal, but normally it'll take years. Like I said, I've been working on this project for 3 years now. And, I work on it every single day. I haven't seen any external results from it because I've still been developing my ideas, testing the planner, testing or refining different methods. And it's all kind of coming together just now after 3 years of work, internal work, external work with suppliers and designers and all that sort of stuff. But most of the work I have done, nobody has cared about because it's just been me like under the tip of the iceberg here. And now that I'm finally releasing the project on Kickstarter, that's going to be the tip of the iceberg where everybody will be like, well, if the project's a success, which hopefully, I hit my funding goal, But if I do hit it, everybody will be like, "Oh, it was an overnight success. He just came up with this planner overnight. What a great thing. He released it and achieved success in 30 days." But anybody who's been following me on the journey will know that obviously it wasn't achieved in 30 days. It's been literally 3 year span, and all that people are seeing is one little sliver of the span. And so that's pretty much all I've got for you guys today is just why I created the True Potential Planner. And the answer is basically to be able to figure out how to execute daily on the things that move me closer to my vision, and to be able to actually execute on them by gaining the motivation and discipline necessary in order to be able to do that. And so that's really all I wanted to talk about today. So, like I said, I'm going to be releasing Kickstarter in October, so stay tuned for that. It's called the True Potential Planner. So check that out on Kickstarter, and I would really appreciate if you guys support the project. And stay tuned tomorrow because I will be publishing another video, and I look forward to talking to you guys. Stay tuned, stay safe, and have a great day.